Hey everybody, it's Ron, and today I'm going to be talking about the Dune Blu-Ray. I'm not cool enough to have the 4K edition. I know most people like that stuff. I haven't gotten into 4K yet. I think I just don't want to because I know I'm going to have to buy all my favorite movies again in that format. So I'm kind of the last person to jump on that train. But I figured I'd still get the Blu-ray because it does look great. It's nice to see it in a different format than just streaming on HBO Max. I mean, obviously I saw it in IMAX, which you can't really beat, but the next best thing would be something like 4K or a Blu-ray. And I don't really know the specifics of, I'm not a big, tech guy, I guess, with all this stuff, with the picture quality. And I think it looks great. To me, it looks cool. But I guess the biggest thing with a Blu-ray release is the special features. What's going to be included and how much of it, and is it worth it to buy? And I would say if you're a big fan of this movie and a big fan of Dune, you're probably going to buy it anyway, like I did. But I do have to admit I was a little disappointed with the special features because although they were interesting, there just wasn't enough. And I feel like this is lacking in a lot of Blu-rays or 4Ks or whatever, because DVDs used to do it so much better. Every DVD had so much extra content, and they had 10-hour documentaries and all this stuff you could dive into. And I feel like they just really, they really cheap out on that stuff now, no matter what movie it is. So the first thing on here is the royal houses. It just goes over all the houses in Dune. And the problem with this, I like the featurette, but I saw this a while ago. Before the movie came out, they released this online anyway, so you're kind of just getting this again, which is kind of disappointing. And then I think the most interesting thing on here is the film books, because they go over all the houses and the Fremen and the spice. And that was interesting. Probably the coolest thing to come out of that was during the House Harkonnen film book. They talk about the whale fur, which I thought was a little interesting. It's something more from the books that wasn't explored in the movie, so it's cool to see that the movie universe has that aspect to it as well. So that was interesting. But they're just film books. It was like a recreation of what you see in the movie. And then really there's just 3 different inside Dunes. And the first one is the training room. So you see Josh Brolin fighting with Timothée Chalamet. And I like all this stuff. It's all behind the scenes stuff. It's interesting to watch. I just feel like there's so much more footage that they're not showing us. They definitely filmed, through the whole filming process. They probably had cameras there to do sort of a documentary, and they obviously interviewed Denis and the whole cast, and even all the crew and the special effects guys too. So I feel like we could have had a more comprehensive look at all this stuff, and you could have gotten like 10 hours, sort of like the Lord of the Rings DVDs that really have a lot of extra material. And then we also have the Spice Harvester, the Sardakar battle. You see Duncan Idaho fighting, Jason Momoa. And like I said, all this stuff is cool, but it's just very short. I think even on the back of the Blu-ray, it says something like there's only an hour of footage to watch with special features. And that's just, I guess, not good enough, really, for a big Blu-ray release, because this movie was a big deal. And it just sucks that we didn't get a lot of stuff. Maybe they're saving it for a bigger special edition, which would be cool. I would buy it again for new stuff. And it also sucks that we know there were deleted scenes because the art and soul of Dune pretty much showed those, or at least pictures of those scenes, and we don't get them here, which kind of sucks. I would like to see that. I would like to see an extended version. I know that Denis Villeneuve is not big on that. Once the film's completed, that's it. But you can add it for a Blu-ray or a 4K thing. I don't see what the problem is. That's just an extra thing. And hopefully down the line, they do something like that. So yeah, I wasn't totally impressed with all the special features. They were fine for what they were. I just wanted more, because I think a big documentary about the making of this whole film would have been really interesting to watch. But I don't know. Maybe they just didn't want to put the whole thing together. Maybe they're waiting, like I said, for a special edition, and then it's going to have all that. And hopefully the deleted scenes, but we'll see. So yeah, that's really my thoughts on it. I thought it was pretty standard. I'm still glad I have the movie. Like I said, it looks better than streaming it on HBO Max, so that's cool. But yeah, I mean, I would say if you're hardcore into this stuff, buy it. But if not, I don't know, maybe wait for a special edition to come out. I can't wait till both movies are done, so they have like that big collection with the whole Dune experience, the whole Dune story would be great. So I guess we'll just have to wait for that. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is the 4K one any different? Is there any more special features that I don't know about? Let me know in the comments, and please be sure to like and subscribe if you're digging the content. Thank you. Hey everyone, it's Ron here with a quick announcement. When I started this channel, I was reading and reviewing the Dune books and other sci-fi related material, and most of you might not know that I'm also a musician. So when I was reading these sci-fi books, I started to get inspired and decided to make my own soundtrack to use for my videos, and now I'm excited to tell you all about the first volume in the Ron Reviews original soundtrack collection. This album includes the first 17 tracks featured on my channel, and it's available now exclusively on Bandcamp. Be sure to check the description of this video for the link to the album. Thanks so much for the support so far. I know I'm just starting out, but I hope you're having as much fun as I am. So check out the original soundtrack Volume 1 on Bandcamp. This music is great if you want something moody and atmospheric to listen to while you're reading some science fiction. I think you're going to love it. Thanks.